You think getting shredded is just about eating less and doing more cardio. Think again. Because in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to strip fat off your body, no matter where you're starting from, without losing a single ounce of hard-earned muscle. Whether you're at 30% or 15% body fat, this is the roadmap to reveal your abs, define your physique, and finally earn that shredded look. No gimmicks, no shortcuts, just science, strategy, and the mindset to conquer your transformation once and for all. Collision, get ready to dominate your journey. Understanding fat loss at any level, explain the science of calorie deficit, metabolism, and why fat loss works differently for beginners vs advanced athletes. Bust common myths like starving yourself or endless cardio. You want to get shredded? It starts with understanding one simple truth: fat loss isn't magic, it's mechanics. No matter where you are right now, 30% body fat or 15%, the rules don't change, but the way your body responds does. The reason most people fail isn't because they don't work hard. It's because they don't understand what's actually happening under the hood. When you eat, train, or rest, your body is constantly making decisions: burn fat, store energy, or protect muscle. The trick is learning how to control which of those switches you flip. Let's talk calories, the word everyone loves to hate. Yes, a calorie deficit is essential for fat loss, but that doesn't mean eating like a rabbit. When you cut too hard, your body panics. It starts burning muscle for fuel, slowing your metabolism, and making every ounce of fat harder to lose. The goal isn't to lose weight fast, it's to lose fat smart. That means eating enough to perform, recover, and maintain lean mass while slowly stripping fat away. Think precision, not punishment. Now, your starting point matters. If you're carrying higher body fat, your body has plenty of stored energy. You'll drop pounds faster early on. But as you get leaner, the game changes. Your body fights to keep that last bit of fat because it sees it as survival fuel. That's when you've got to get strategic, dial in your nutrition, manage stress, and train like every rep counts. It's about teaching your body that muscle is the priority, not just burning calories. At any level, fat loss is a balance between stimulus and recovery, fuel and expenditure, push and patience. You don't crash your way to shredded, you earn it through consistent, intelligent effort. When you understand how your body works, you stop guessing and start transforming. The Shred Formula: nutrition that fuels lean gains, break down macronutrient ratios, protein importance, and the role of timing. Teach how to eat for fat loss without killing performance or energy. Now that you understand how fat loss really works, it's time to talk about the fuel that drives it: your nutrition. This is where most people mess up. They either starve themselves, hoping to force their body into burning fat, or they eat clean, but have no clue what their body actually needs. The truth is, nutrition isn't about eating less, it's about eating right. Your body doesn't just need calories, it needs the right balance of macronutrients to perform, recover, and stay lean while the fat comes off. Protein sits at the center of this. Without enough of it, your body has no reason to keep muscle while you're in a calorie deficit. You can crush your workouts all week, but if your protein intake isn't locked in, you're burning away the very tissue you're trying to reveal. Protein protects muscle, speeds up recovery, and keeps you feeling full, all critical when you're in a fat loss phase. The goal is simple: feed your muscle so your body burns fat. Then there's the balance between carbs and fats. Carbs aren't the enemy, they're your body's preferred energy source when you train hard. But timing matters. Keep most of your carbs around your workouts when your muscles actually need the fuel. Outside of that, stay moderate and focus on clean sources that won't spike your blood sugar. Fats, on the other hand, help regulate your hormones. the same ones that control how efficiently you burn fat and build muscle. Cut them too low, and your metabolism starts working against you. This isn't about chasing perfection, it's about building a system that fits your body and your goals. You need enough food to perform and recover, but not so much that fat loss stalls. It's a controlled burn, steady, powerful, and sustainable. When you master your nutrition, you stop fighting your body and start working with it. Training for maximum definition, not just fat burn, focus on resistance training, progressive overload, and compound movements. Show why lifting heavy plus controlled is more powerful than hours of cardio. Now, let's get into the part everyone associates with getting shredded, the training. This is where people either build the body they've always wanted or burn out chasing it. The biggest mistake I see is thinking fat loss training means endless hours of cardio or high rep, low weight circuits that leave you drenched but not developing anything real. The truth is, the most powerful way to get lean isn't by trying to burn calories during your workout. It's by building muscle that keeps burning them long after you're done. Resistance training is your foundation. Every rep, every set is sending a message to your body. Keep this muscle, it's needed. Without that signal, your body has no reason to hold onto lean mass while you're cutting. That's why heavy compound movements, squats, deadlifts, presses, pull-ups are non-negotiable. They engage more muscle fibers, elevate metabolism, and build strength that translates into a harder, denser look. You're not just sculpting, you're sending a physiological demand your body can't ignore. But training for definition isn't just about heavy weights, it's about intent. Every movement needs control. Chase tension, not just fatigue. When you slow down the eccentric phase, focus on the squeeze, and eliminate sloppy form, that's when muscles pop. You create that deep burn and mechanical stress that drives adaptation, the stuff that builds a body that looks powerful, not just tired. You can still use cardio, but treat it like a tool, not your whole toolbox. Strength training sets the stage for fat loss. Cardio just supports the show. Keep your sessions short, intense, and efficient, so your body recovers faster and stays primed to grow. Remember, training for a shredded physique isn't about doing more, it's about doing better. Every rep should mean something. You're not just burning calories, you're building a machine that burns fat on autopilot. Cardio that works, not wastes time. Compare HIIT via steady, state cardio, and when to use each. Emphasize efficiency and sustainability over exhaustion. Let's clear something up right now. Cardio isn't the enemy, and it's not the magic key to getting shredded either. It's a tool. The problem is, most people use it wrong. They either grind out hours of slow, steady cardio hoping to melt fat faster, or they avoid it completely because they think it'll eat away their muscle. The truth sits right in the middle. Cardio has its place, but only when it's programmed with purpose. Think of it like this. Strength training builds the engine, and cardio helps fine-tune it. If your goal is to lose fat while keeping your muscle, you've got to understand what each type of cardio actually does. Steady, state cardio, like jogging, cycling, or incline walking, helps build endurance and burns calories without beating up your recovery too much. It's great for staying active, especially on rest days, but it shouldn't be the centerpiece of your training. Too much, and you risk slowing recovery and flattening your physique. Now high intensity interval training, HIIT, that's your fat burning accelerator. Short bursts of max effort followed by rest periods teach your body to burn fat efficiently and boost metabolism long after the workout ends. But it's intense, and if you're already lifting hard, you can't overdo it. 2 to 3 sessions a week is plenty. Push too far, and you'll burn out before your body ever burns fat. The goal is to find balance. Use steady, state for recovery and general conditioning, and use HIIT to light that fat burning fuse. Both serve a purpose if they're structured around your strength work, not replacing it. When done right, cardio becomes the complement to your training, not the competitor. Cardio shouldn't break you down, it should make everything else you do work better. That's the difference between training smart and just training hard. The recovery edge, sleep, hormones, and stress control explain how poor recovery stalls fat loss and muscle definition. Give tactical recovery routines and sleep hacks for better results. Here's the part almost everyone overlooks when they're trying to get shredded: recovery. You can train hard, eat right, and stay disciplined, but if your recovery is trash, your results will be too. Fat loss and muscle definition don't happen in the gym. They happen when your body repairs what you've broken down. The problem is, most people treat recovery like an afterthought, when it's actually the key that unlocks everything else. When you lift, you're not building muscle, you're creating controlled damage. It's during recovery that your body rebuilds those fibers stronger and more defined. But if you're under-recovered, sleep, deprived, or constantly stressed, that repair process slows down or even reverses. Your hormones start to shift, cortisol rises, testosterone drops, and suddenly, fat loss feels impossible no matter how clean you eat or how hard you train. Sleep is your #1 recovery weapon. You can't out-train bad sleep. That's when your body releases growth hormone, balances your metabolism, and restores muscle tissue. If you're serious about getting lean, you need to start treating sleep like part of your program, not a luxury. Aim for quality, not just hours. Keep a consistent bedtime, cut off screens before bed, and create an environment that tells your body it's time to shut down and rebuild. Then there's stress. It's sneaky because it doesn't just come from work or life. It comes from overtraining, poor nutrition, and even lack of rest. Managing it isn't about doing less, it's about doing smarter. Recovery doesn't mean sitting still. Active recovery, light movement, stretching, mobility work, keeps your blood flowing and your body primed without burning you out. You can have the perfect workout plan and the cleanest diet, but if recovery isn't part of your strategy, you're only fighting half the battle. Progress doesn't just come from what you do, it comes from what you allow your body to absorb. Mindset of the shredded, discipline, motivation end with a powerful segment on mental toughness, long-term vision, and consistency. Inspire viewers to conquer the cut, to dominate every workout and meal with intent. At the end of the day, all the training, nutrition, and recovery strategies in the world won't mean a thing if your mindset isn't locked in. Getting shredded isn't just a physical battle, it's a mental one. You can't expect motivation to carry you every day because it won't. There are going to be mornings when you don't feel like moving, meals you don't feel like tracking, and workouts where the weights feel heavier than usual. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when every part of you wants to quit. The truth is, the people who achieve the most dramatic transformations aren't the ones with the best genetics or the fanciest supplements. They're the ones who refuse to break their consistency. They treat every workout as an opportunity, not an obligation. They understand that every rep, every choice, every day adds up. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. You don't need to be perfect to get shredded, you just need to be relentless. There's a moment in every transformation where progress slows down. The mirror doesn't change, the scale doesn't move, and frustration starts to creep in. That's the make or break point. Most people give up right there, but the ones who keep pushing are the ones who finally break through. Fat loss isn't linear. It's a fight against your body's instincts to hold on to what's comfortable. You have to push past that resistance and remind yourself why you started. This journey demands patience, focus, and a refusal to settle for average. You're not just changing your body, you're rewiring the way you think, act, and respond under pressure. The shredded physique is just the reward. The real transformation happens in your mindset. You've just learned the blueprint, the training, the nutrition, the recovery, and the mindset it takes to get truly shredded. But here's the truth. Knowledge means nothing without action. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Start now. Every rep, every meal, every choice you make from this point on builds the version of you you've been chasing. This isn't just about losing fat. It's about proving to yourself what you're capable of. Commit to the process, stay consistent, and earn the body that reflects your effort.